started, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot to talk about this morning here with everybody. I think I said it yesterday. I've said it every single day for like the last couple months here. I am just gonna keep showing up here every single day and showing you guys the results of the craziest trades firing off in the market and people changing their lives. Now, for example, we talked a lot about UNH this week. Guys, if you didn't notice, we are going to do a boatload of victory lapping today because that's what we do in LTMP. So, let's just talk about the first one. Let's not even talk about some of the trades from today. Let's talk about some of the trades from yesterday. UNH over there. Actually, I didn't even see a lap. We got to talk about that one again. But UNH. So, we had people in the LTMP group put $437 into a trade. Into that UNH trade. Do you know what they returned from that? $437 bucks. Do you know what it turned into? Over $5,000. I've been posting it everywhere. Twitter, Instagram. I posted it on the YouTube community tab. If what are you guys doing? You're waiting. What are you waiting for? Like, I'm just gonna keep calling out the filthiest trades in the market here. We had multiple people hit UNH for over 1,000%. That is absolutely insane. Again, that one trade just pays for LTMP completely for like lifetime. I mean, you're never going to spend $5,000 on LTMP. That's crazy. But let's kind of talk about, actually, I want to see where BX was another one from this week. Let's talk about A-Lab really quickly. Oh, that one actually moved up nicely there if you wanted to trim. Again, did that hit 225? Yeah, that was kind of that next area there that we were looking at. But yeah, that's a good one. Then the two other really, really solid ones that we have cooking for us right now, guys, Palantir is one of them. So those for me right now, I've got a little bit more time on that, so let me actually see what these are up here for me. About 47% on Palantir here, and if you guys were paying attention on Twitter or on Instagram this morning and over the last few days, TSM, this weekly breakout, is firing off perfectly. I am currently up around 200% on this trade. With those of you guys in LTMP, with some of those shorter dated positions, up much more. Guys, I don't know how much more proof you need to see. I'm just going to keep calling out the most disgusting trades in the market to everybody. This is exactly why everybody is able to have so much success in LTMP. The outcome of one individual trade is meaningless when every single trade that I'm able to outline for you guys is able to run multi-hundreds. And in this case, a lot of the time now, very consistently, thousands of %. This is how you should be trading in the market, guys. Stop doing all this other nonsense that people are trying to shove at you. It doesn't work. I show you guys this stuff works every single day. It's awesome. So, you hit UNH for 1,500%, made a salary. Congratulations, Ben. That is absolutely epic. So, you guys know the deal. Prices are going to go up for LTMP every single month now. The price that you join at is the price that you pay, but I'm still giving you guys the opportunity to hop in, get 50% off your first month with code September. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. Link is pinned to the top of the live chat, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading this information out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm the only person on social media here that you guys know that has been demonetized on YouTube for calling out and talking about too many multi-1,000% trades that they've handed out to their group. You've never seen that before. You'll never say it again. And I show you guys again. There's another one on UNH. We've got TSM cooking. We've got Palantir cooking. I guess YouTube doesn't like me actually changing people's lives over here, making everybody stupid amounts of money all the time. We haven't even talked about Oracle, but like, I really just kind of want to talk about Oracle from the frame of like the post earnings because that worked as well. I saw Ryan up 200% on the post earnings trade on Oracle. But those of you guys that gambled it, I saw somebody in LTMP make, 18 grand today. So didn't quite beat the what do you call it? The gains that we saw from the AEO trade, but still really good. I mean, you gambled it a little bit. That's why we're not going to harp on that one too much. But, yeah, Ben, I think you, oh, wait, I don't know if I got to trade the rest of the year. Well, yeah, Ben also has the record in LTMP for the largest percentage return trade. I think it was you, Ben. 8,000% on Datadog was the one. That was insane. So, again, first target on TSM over here is 265. I'm still holding full, probably up like 190% on this right now. My Palantirs are looking pretty good. Everything is looking good, guys. And I've said it before. I've said it again. I'm just going to keep calling these out to you guys. It's not going to stop. Yeah, Milos turned $1,000 into $18,000 today. What are you guys waiting for? Seriously. I think it's what? $39 to join for your first month. It's use code September. Hop in. I mean, this is the most worth it thing you will ever do in the market. There's nothing else like it. You're never going to see anybody else like me come around ever again and show you guys how to operate this way in the market. You guys might think I'm being cocky. What else would I be when when I can back it up over here every single day? What do you call that? What do you call that? So let's see what we get. Palantir's looking really good. I did say to the group, if Palantir hits 169 today, somehow I will be trimming this. Actually, I don't know. What are these up right now? Yeah, I actually might let that rip. It depends on what they're up. If I can make them free, sure. If I can't, then I probably will let it go for a little bit. But another $1.30 on Palantir, yeah, I don't know if that's going to do it for me because I'm up like 53% on them right now. 185% on TSM. Sofi, tiny little paper cut today, but you guys know the deal with that one. And then, yeah, we're just going to keep it going. Where's UNH today? Is that thing moving back up any? No. But that was such an insane move, guys. I don't know what you're waiting for. I'll throw the link for you guys in the live chat here. Again, this is one of the main, I'm only looking for the most serious people to hop in there. What you guys see us do on the streams here, guys, and in the results, it's not even close to what anybody else has ever done in the trading space. It's just, I don't know how else to say it. It's like, you guys see it all the time. You either see it or you don't. So there's the link, jump in. If you don't, you're just going to keep missing them. You're just going to keep missing them. So, but let's see here. TSN, the market sell off there a little? Yeah, market's moving down a little. I want to see Palantir start to get through 168 here. And then start moving. But yeah, thinking about the macro data front, we haven't talked about that yet today on the stream. Also, 15 likes away from 50, guys. I appreciate it. Keep smacking that like button on the way in. But thinking about the data, we had a very, very interesting kind of backdrop coming into this week. Last time that we got the inflation data, obviously we got CPI first and PPI second, where CPI came in, I believe, right in line with expectations, maybe a little lower, and PPI was very hot, which was showcasing that the producers in these corporations were eating the vast majority of the cost increases of these tariffs. Now, I've been saying, if you guys have been paying attention and watching all year long, what have I been saying? We're not going to see a giant inflationary impact as a result of these tariffs. And the reason for that is that consumers are not strong enough right now to withstand those higher prices. It's the demand argument. When prices go up, demand is going to start dropping, and these corporations are not going to be able to sell the same volume of goods that they were at those lower prices. So they're going to have to move prices back down. Or they're going to know that they can't raise prices, which is why you saw PPI being so much higher and showing so much of more of an increase than CPI. And then you start to see Powell get on the same page as well at Jackson Hole. So coming into this week, though, we did have that potential for PPI to come in a little bit hot there. And I think everybody really, with these expectations, the market was really scared going into PPI here. Just based on the expectations, like having 3.3% year-over-year increase in PPI is significant. Came in at about 2.6. So that's a really good sign. I mean, we also saw a month-over-month decline in producer prices there too. So again, people can scream and yell all they want about stagflation and inflation coming back as a result of these tariffs, but my response to that is, okay, I've outlined my thesis to you. You then have to disprove what I've been saying. Because everything that I've been saying, all the data supports my side, not this stagflationary impact. So what we've seen really over the last month or so here is my thesis get even more solidified on what's about to happen next. And then we're going to start getting into the rate cut cycle. So the debate now, like I said over the last week or so here, is really between whether we're going to get a 50 basis point cut or a 25 basis point cut in September. I'm leaning more towards 25 because we still have a very skittish Fed. But there is going to be a little bit of a debate, especially after today's data and if CPI tomorrow comes in relatively low. That will be interesting to see. So that's kind of what we saw today. We do have CPI tomorrow. We'll see what happens moving forward going into the FOMC meeting next week. But we are in position A, guys, as we usually are. Again, I try and show you guys this stuff and just prove to you time and time again just the power of what we do in LTMP. I don't know how many more of these epic trades that you guys need to see in order to realize that this is the best place to learn how to come operate in the market. There's nothing else like it. You will never see anybody be able to generate these types of results for their students ever again. When I stop doing this, it's over. That's it. There's nobody else that's going to be able to do this. So hop in while it still lasts. 75% on Palantir so far. Yeah, I want to see what mine are at. I'm at 53.5 basically. Right around there on Palantir. Not bad. I mean, I want to see what it's at when we hit 160. That's kind of that good spot, but I do have October's, remember, so I might need to let this rip to 172, 172.50, which is fine. That's okay with me. Just let it go from there. But like, guys, if we have people in here in the group making $18,000 in one trade, $20,000 in one trade. I don't know how many more you want to see. I'm just going to keep doing it. You got next week? Nice, Milos. Milos is brand new to the group, too. Brand new. Congratulations, buddy. You are crushing it. What's the market doing here? Pulling up a little. Yeah, we're looking good. Ooh, Oracle. Oh, my God. Larry Ellison made, gained $106 billion in net worth. Jesus. Jeez, man. But yeah, after CPI, we're going to start hunting a lot more for a couple of these new additional setups. Right now, I'm kind of like, we'll just kind of let our positions cook, let them go. We don't really need to do anything else. Remember, guys, I'm never in a rush to do anything. The way that I operate in the market and the way that I teach you guys is the smart way to do it. None of this other day trading crap that you guys see out there. I'm going to start getting very harsh over here because, like, think about it. Think about if you were teaching people, think about it like this. Think about if you were teaching people how to operate in the market and the results were the way that, like, I showcase to you all the time, and then you still see people going out and doing dumb things in the market. You're like, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? All you have to do is operate under the LTMP methodology and nail these multi-hundred and multi-thousand% trades with it. That's it. That's it, guys. You guys come into the live chat and say something stupid, I'm gonna call you out for it because there's no logical argument ever to try and do anything else in the market besides what we're doing in LTMP. It sounds stupid, it sounds harsh, it sounds arrogant, but I back it up to you guys every day. Every day. You know? Just think about it. Just use a little logic for once. Be like, maybe he's onto something. Maybe after the next 5 over 1,000% trades, you guys will get it. TSM looking great here, though. Another $2.50 till I'm able to start scaling. This is just textbook weekly setup. Put it in the Louvre. I don't think you guys fully get how easy this is. This is the easiest thing in the world to spot and identify. Once you go through the course videos, you're gonna be like, oh wait, what? Is that simple? Yep. I'd be way meaner. Honestly, you're too nice to everybody. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna end up doing, I think I'll end up raising the, so right now LTMP is only what, like $79 a month or something. I'm probably gonna raise it to $199 a month at some point. That's probably where it's going. So all of you guys that are hopping in now are able to lock in the lower rate. The price will never get raised on you, but that's probably where prices are going for LTMP. What I think about open, I think it's garbage. I think you're in a parabolic short setup right here. Again, well, here's the thing. So I actually gave out open to all of you guys at like 267 here. So this was the time to actually be buying open if you wanted this kind of short to medium term trade on it, but then you had a parabolic short setup. So for right now, what you're looking for in order for me to say that the parabolic short setup actually played out is moving back down to this daily 10 exponential moving average. The problem with that is that it's dynamic, still undervalued. Oh yeah, if I charged $199 a month for LTMP, it would still be too cheap. It would still be too cheap, but that's where prices are probably going for the group. So you guys have the opportunity to lock in the lower rate now. I might I could randomly do it one month where I'm just like, all right, too bad, it's up now. So the price increases have started as of this month, but make sure you guys lock in the lower rate before then. TSM looking great here. Look at that. But yeah, open is, if you're buying open at these levels, like just think about it logically. Like if I outline a stock at 267 for everybody and then it's trading at 6, it would be wildly irresponsible for me to come out and say that it's a good idea to buy it. You know? Especially when you have a parabolic short setup on it. Like, that would be really, really bad. Now, you might set something else up here on open, but it doesn't mean that the pair, like, you could also, like, what could happen is you get this parabolic short setup, it comes down, taps the 10 EMA here, and then it flatlines, and then you move back up. Like, I'm not going to discount the fact that there is all of this retail hype surrounding it, but when you have one of the people that are spearheading everything, that, like, this Eric Jackson guy or whatever, that's like, oh, I'm going to go out and stand outside Drake's house and try and get him to buy a share of open, that makes me want to full port short the entire thing. That is an embarrassment to the finance community as a whole. You got to act with some level of class in the market, especially if you're going to be managing outside other people's money. Like, you can't do that. Like, that just is silly. This is just going to end up in a pump and dump tiers thing. And the problem with this is that, like, people do think they have an argument to be in this right now at these levels. They're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this because rate cuts. Well, okay, if you wanted to buy open, in your part of your thesis was, oh, we're gonna be we're gonna be buying this to price in some rate cuts, you would have actually bought it where I gave it to you, because now that's all fully priced into open. The stock is almost tripled, you know. You wouldn't buy it now to price in rate cuts. You would have bought it down in there. And that's also why, that's another good example of why, like, LTMP is so good, because you're getting the best entries all the time. Like, think about TSM. You got this entry right here at, what, 246.72. Stock's at 262. You got Palantir. The entry was either, what, 160, 120, or you wanted to wait for this 163 area. That one's looking great. UNH, absolutely phenomenal move here, where some of the members of the LTMP group were up 1,000%. I mean, I saw people turn $437 into over 5,000. The entry was around 316. You're now trading at 342, and the highs of yesterday over 350. That's just three. I could go over Kohl's 6,000%. I could go over DNUT 3,600%, MSOS 1,000%, AEO 1,000%, Walmart 1,000%, Nio 1,000%, A-Lab 180%. The current trade on TSM, which is over 200% now, definitely. I could just go on and on and on and on. The gains that are coming from the way that we operate in the market are basically too crazy to ignore, I think, for everybody. But we can take a look at HIMS here really quick. How does that look? Oh, HIMS is back up and starting to set up again. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh yeah, Palo Alto. Yeah, Brent over. I completely forgot about that one. Palo Alto, Pan W. Let's look at this one. So this was the entry on this one right here. 192.80. First target was around 200. You hit that today. Bing, bang, boom, done. TSM. What are these up right now? Interesting. Only up 193%. So they're a little spready because I did sling them a little bit. But yeah, these when we get up above, so really it's like 264.89 on this one. So with these big weekly all-time high breakouts, when there's no levels to target, I'll just target a 1 to 3 risk to reward on the weekly time frame. And with options, those can go absolutely nuts. So we'll see if we can get up there today. That would be great. It's another $2.50. It's not out of the question. It could definitely do it, but we'll see. With SoFi? In what sense? Where is SoFi? I mean, again, the trade setup that we're looking at today got invalidated. It hit the day low, so you're out of it. But in terms of just like how this chart looks, just in general for like a medium term, I think it looks okay. It's not a great daily candle here, but it's not the worst. Yeah, it was like it's the same thing as always. Hit stay low, you're done. You know, where's the market right now? Are we starting to attempt? No. If this thing pops up though, Palantir might get I really like this. Like, what was think about what I was talking about with you guys on Palantir over the last like 2 weeks here in the YouTube videos and on the streams. I was like, yeah, this is a very, very bearish setup that you're seeing on Palantir here, but the sellers were not able to send this lower. To me, that is showing the signs of, like, even though this isn't like a textbook basin break, it's getting there. Like, you could easily use this as the base, and they could, like the thing that I was saying, the quote, if you wanted to think about it, is they might snap this back up. And that's exactly what you're seeing out of Palantir today. You did form the shoe. The sellers weren't able to take it lower. You break that 160, 120, and you're off to the races. The stock is now at 168, almost at 169, that first profit target area that I've outlined to LTMP. So again, that real area that I want to look for is like 172.50. It's kind of where I want to look for that one. But those of you guys with shorter dated contracts, I mean, you're probably up well over 100% now. If you want to wait for 169 here, go for it by all means. But that is another epic one playing out for LTMP as well. So, for those of you guys that are hopping in and taking advantage of locking in the lower rate and the 50% off your first month with code September before I jack up prices like crazy, make sure when you go in and sign up on WAP, you connect your Discord account to your WAP account, because there's nothing on the WAP platform. It's all on Discord. Long term, I like it. So I've owned SoFi. This is another one. So this is another thing that you guys get in there. It's like the mid to long term investment ideas. Last July, not 2025 July 2024, I outlined SoFi for everybody at $6.55. Stock is now trading at 26. Very, very high performer for us. And the last time that I outlined SoFi as a really, really good buy area, I'll show you right here. So this is coming to a point, but it was this weekly breakout of 1360. So the stock is now almost 100% higher than where the last time that I outlined it for everybody. So if that's the case, I'm obviously not going to say that it's a smart idea to buy up here when I was outlining that it's a smart purchase in the 13s, you know? But it doesn't mean that I'm going to sell it. Like, I really like how SoFi looks for the medium to long term here. It is a little bit extended on the weekly, and obviously it can move with the market volatility. But again, with these types of names, anytime you buy a stock, guys, you need to be thesis driven. If the thesis changes, then you can take action. So a great example of that is Philip Morris. So I gave you guys, I believe it was no, it was actually lower than that. Let me go to the daily. So I gave you guys Philip Morris here at 95. The stock went all the way up to 185. And one of the main things that we were looking at as to why we were going long Philip Morris was Zyn shipments coming into the United States. This last earnings report was the first time that you saw declining Zyn shipments. That's a thesis breaker. You could sell your whole position. You could sell part of your position. But you were almost up 100% on equity. And then since this, since this area here at 95, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really solid dividend payments. Just wondering when it would be good to keep buying. I'll let you know when I see like something like SoFi as being a good idea to buy. But I am of the opinion, and I obviously think I'm right because I have this opinion, that dollar cost averaging into individual names is a losing battle, and I think it's a really, really dangerous thing to do in your portfolio. What you really should be doing, in the way that one of the main reasons why I've been able to perform the way that I have for so many years, guys. I know I look young. I'm 26. I've been doing this since I was like 14 years old, like starting to learn, really getting active when I was like 17, 18, and then really starting to take control over the last, I don't know, almost 8 years here. And like really starting to get a lot more active. There's a very, very simple approach that I use. It's 1 macro, 2 fundamentals, 3 chart. They all have to align. What are the macro conditions telling us about the market? How are these things looking across the board? Where is the market likely to go next? Because if you can get that right, you don't have to be perfect in your other elements of your analysis if you're buying things in good sectors. The second are the fundamentals. Is the company profitable? Is it growing their revenues? Are they expanding? How are they growing? What are the actual means of that growth? Things like that. And the last thing, which I would actually say is the most important, is the chart. How does the chart look? Because that's going to trigger where I enter. Right now on SoFi, you might have the macro conditions being good and also their fundamentals being good, but the chart isn't at a spot that you really want to be buying it, so you stay away. All 3 things have to align. Which is where those big returns can come from. Like when I gave you Palantir at 15, Hood in the teens, Philip Morris at 95, RKT at 11. Like that just goes on. Philip Morris at 95. It goes on and on and on, you know? So let's see what we get here. Market moving down a little bit. Again, like I said this morning, you're probably just going to chop around in this PPI range for a while. The range of this big candle that we saw when PPI was released. So we'll see what happens there. Palantir still looking good. TSM still looking phenomenal here, guys. We are in position A. And honestly, congratulations. I am super proud of everybody in LTMP. Specifically, all of the new members that have hopped in over the last 2 weeks here. There's been a lot of you guys, and seeing the kind of shifts that you guys have made from what you were doing before you've jumped into LTMP to now has been unbelievable. Asking questions about the course curriculum videos, coming in, being able to nail these trades, like Milo. I mean, that's another great example recently about just how amazing your results can be if you just, and sorry, I'm going to say this, if you just shut up and listen. Just listen. That's it. You know? Just like I'm giving you guys a golden ticket here. I really am. Thanks for explaining. No problem, Mike. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Again, I don't make money from these streams, guys. YouTube demonetized me for talking about how many 1,000% gains I hand out. And that's another testament to how many there actually are. Like, YouTube's not gonna come out here and be like, bad for like 1 or 2,000. I think there's been, what, 11? 12 in the last 2 months here? 10x trades? How many of those do you think you need to hit to perform well? Or to realize that LTMP is worth it? How many? 1? You could be in TSM right now, up 200%. You throw $1,000 into that, you turn $1,000 into 3,000, you paid for LTMP forever. There you go. You could have put $437 into the UNH trade and came out with $5 grand this week. That could have been every single one of you. Everyone. If you only listened to the things that I was saying over the last, like, all year long about I'm just going to keep handing them out. It's just going to keep happening, guys. Think about it. It's like, guys, I'm just going to keep handing these out to everybody. Here they come. They're just going to keep happening. And you guys are like, oh, okay. Like, it must be really annoying to sit on the sidelines here and be like, oh, he can't keep doing this. No, I can, and I will. I'm just going to keep handing out the best trades in the market to everybody. It's just how it works. It's just how the system works. Fubo, we can take a look at that. Yeah, any other tickers you guys want me to cover? What was that chart? Oh, Oracle. Sorry, I just wanted that was an interesting looking 5-minute chart. Fubo, it's a good setup. I actually would be interested in potentially doing something on this, but maybe not right now. It looks fun. I could keep this on the radar. Hims is just setting up again on the daily. I probably could have held that one. I didn't like Monday's daily candle? That was what I didn't like. So I cut my Hims short-term trade yesterday for a very small gain. I think it was like 15%. I'm not in this game to be making 15%, guys. Long-term deal with Disney. They've been talking about that for a while. TSM, I think that's new highs. I should be up over 200% on this now. Still 198. 42% on Palantir. I mean, again, guys, we're in position A. If you guys have questions about like the results from LTMP, also like everybody that's in LTMP right now, if you want to like let everybody know what your experience has been like in there, like just let everybody know in the live chat, because I know it's crazy. Like you can hear it from me, and I can sit here and victory lap all the time, but like hearing from the students that are actually making these gains is probably going to be more impactful. How do you access learning materials? So Raheem, here's what you do. All you got to do, so like I said before, all you have to do is link your Discord account to your WAP account. And once you do that, you'll be automatically led into the Discord. Once I see you pop into the Discord, I'll send you to the start here area, and you will be good to go. And you'll have access to everything. But there's nothing on WAP. It's all on Discord. So just connect your Discord account to your WAP account, and you're good to go. BX, another trade that I outlined for you guys this weekend. Taylor has October calls on it, up 100%. Doubled your money. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. How many more? How many more you want to see? You're a dinosaur? Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I know it can be a little complicated. It's very simple. You just like connect your WAP account to your Discord account, and then you get let right in. Lyft? I think I've seen Lyft. Not really a setup here. This is not really not for me. Nothing really going on that one. If you buy a deer, you're chasing. We don't chase. We let the setups come to us. So hopefully, I mean, a lot of you guys have not paid attention and you're paying a premium now. Hopefully you guys are able to jump in before I raise prices again. This might be the one, like especially after the results that I've shown you guys. I mean, I told you, prices are probably going up to $199 a month. They're at least going to go up to $149 a month. It just depends on where I want to stop. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Hop in or don't. It's not going to change anything for us. But the price you join at, it never gets raised on you, ever. You get to lock in your rate. You get 50% off your first month with code September, and you're good to go. Yeah, I don't really think there's going to be any really new additional trades for me today. I'm just going to kind of let Palantir cook. I'm going to let TSM cook, see what this thing wants to do, see what the market kind of wants to do here going into CPI tomorrow. You know what I'm curious about? Where's Facebook? Yeah, this is still setting up in here. I actually would still be interested in this if it could break this right here. Fred, I'm not really concerned with that, like at all. So here's the thing that I would be looking at on HIMS. If you can break 5166, you have a valid short-term trade setup. Until then, you're not touching it. So for everybody in LTMP, I gave everybody a new HIMS entry for like mid to long-term shares on this day right here, Thursday, August 21st. That was in the low 40s here. The stock is now trading over 50, so that's been a good one. Again, that was one that I was a little worried about because I was like, you know, it's got a bearish setup here, but you are at another really, really strong area of support, and HIMS has shown us a lot over the last like couple years here that it loves to respect that daily 200 exponential moving average. So I was like, you know, don't go crazy with it, but that's a good area if you really want HIMS. So then we took this short-term trade. I actually could have held this one at 46.29 here. That was the breakout. After we saw Monday's daily candle, we started selling off below Monday's low. I ended up just cutting that position because I was like, why would I sit in there? All right, TSM moving again. Connected WAP account now. Oh, let's see. Are you in there with us? Hold on. You should be good. So there you go. I see you there. I think. Raheem, I think that's you. If that's you hopping in there, welcome, man. I sent you the start here message. Also, the other thing you guys all gotta know, I do not use Discord DMs, nor will I ever use them. So if you see a message and it looks like me, it's not me. It's just not me ever. Don't even ask. It's not me. If you want to reach out to me privately, Instagram or Twitter. That's it. TSM new high again. Yeah, TSM. So we're $1.50 away from me trimming my TSM. These should definitely be over 200% now. Yep, 211% on TSM. Great work, guys. What are you guys up on it? Because you guys have shorter expirations than I do. Because I saw you guys up 200% down in like sub 260. That was great. I mean, I could look at community gains here and kind of take a look. I might have missed one. Now, BX is good. Yeah, you guys are crushing. You guys are really crushing. Shout out to you guys. I'm very proud of each and every one of you guys. So yeah, make sure you guys hop in before the prices go up too much. I've been so nice to you guys for 600 or 340%. That's still really good. I've been 381% on TSM now. Nice. Like, guys, you guys kind of know the deal with me. It's like I give everybody really good deals. I want everybody to learn. At this point though, it's like I'm not gonna undersell like my abilities, my cert. Like at this point, it's like you either see it or you don't. Things are gonna get more expensive, especially with the results that I have all the time. If you wait. Sorry. I mean, I'm fine with you paying the higher price. I'm not really concerned with it, though. It's like, you either see it or you don't. I'm just going to keep doing this for everybody. And when the market says to stop, we stop. TSM looking great. Palantir still looking really good here. We're looking really good across the board here, guys. Yeah, I'd like for TSM to go hit that today, another $1.40 so I can trim. I'm still holding the full TSM. So I have the whole position right now, 200-something% right now, which is looking really good. So if you guys want to trim it a little here, it's fine. You can do whatever you want. That's a textbook weekly breakout that is looking absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's Poor Man Investor too, right? That's the main reason why everybody's able to have so much success too. This isn't an alerts community. That's not what it is. It's like you have to understand the exact reasoning behind like why you're entering. It's like a mentorship community is basically how I would describe it. It's not an alerts community. Anybody selling you alerts just doesn't actually want to see you have success. They just don't. Because they're trying to make you dependent on them. I don't want you dependent on me. I want you to come in for a few months if you need to, learn how this works, and then leave. You want to hang out in the live chat? Great. We'd love to have you in here. But the community element of it is great because I'll find like 80, 85% of all the stocks that are about to fire off in the market, but you guys find some good ones too. Alfie, Logan, Cole, Daily Taylor, like you guys are throwing in some epic tickers all the time. Teach you how to fish. Exactly. Exactly. So I'll throw the link in the live chat here for you guys, for those of you guys that missed it. But yeah, 50% off your first month with code September. That locks you in at the lower rate too. So the price is never going to go up on you once you join. Which allows you to take the trade at the origin of the move and get in before the stock explodes. Yep. Just like TSM, just like Palantir, just like a lot of these. I like this move here. I really do. I did sling this though. It is Palantir, and I am not a little salty that I sold it at 71, but like it shouldn't have done what it did. Like, entering the Discord, no invite link. Okay, so Raheem, so make sure that this usually never happens, but make sure, one, try and do this on desktop, because desktop, that sometimes fixes it. I would say make sure that your Discord account is fully connected to your WAP account. Check your email for maybe a Discord invite. And then if you have further issues, you can message me, but like I'm not tech support, so I can't really help you. Reach out to WAP support, and they're very good at helping you get in. But we had other people join just now that are jumping in right. Let's see, community gains over here, 315% on TSM. Great work, guys. Great work. Yeah, so we're very, very, very close here on TSM. 219% on this right now. And I don't think, you guys might be able to tell me this better than I know. I don't think it sends you an invite link. I think it just shows up on your Discord. So you might have to like sign out, sign back into Discord, close out the app, open it back up. You should be able to hop back in. Every time I get salty about selling Palantir, I remind myself that there's no way you would have held it through Liberation Day. That's fair. Hymns breakout. It's getting there. I mean, the problem, well, so if you guys held through the entire move here from the 4630 area I gave you guys earlier this week last week, the Thursday break, then sure, you're still in this one. Now for the next setup, you'd be looking for the break of 5166. That's what you'd be looking for. You think you sold your Oracle runner too early? 340%. Yeah, well, those are up like 300 something percent, right, Ryan? On the post earnings. So that's another thing that we do a lot too. The post earnings strategy is disgusting. So I mean, I did say that. What did I talk about in the pre-market with you guys? I was like, well, if you want to have fun with Oracle, even though it's up way too much, but since it's Oracle and we know what can happen, like we've had some of our biggest post earnings trades ever on Oracle. The last earnings report I hit. No, don't be taking any trades based on what I'm saying on the live streams right now. What you really need to be doing is going through the learning curriculum videos in Less Trades, More Profits, because the only way to actually have long-term success in the market is to fully understand the reasons why you're entering the trade, where you're going to enter, how you're going to manage it when you're in it, and exactly where and why you're going to exit. If you don't understand those things, don't be taking the trade. Serious. You don't try and like just take out little tidbits of like what we're doing here on the streams, guys, because you're gonna screw it up. LTMP is so simple once you get in there, and it is so unbelievably worth it for everybody that like just get in. I don't know what else to tell you. But I mean, I'll help you through it. Like I think you might be in it. I don't know. But like the last Oracle post earnings trade, you guys saw I hit it for 1,500%. There was a big one last year for 6,000%. We've done this on Oracle a lot. And with the reaction that we saw in earnings, I was like, well, if you want to play around with it, especially for those of you guys that already hit the 1,000%er on UNH this week, are already nailing Palantir, are hitting TSM too, like you can have a little fun on Oracle here. So I was, in general, I would have traded like next week's expiration, but I was like, if you want to just make it free right away, on weeklies, go for it. And that's, Ryan, how long did it take you to be up 100% off the break on Oracle? Was it 5 minutes? I think it was. In 5 minutes, you doubled your money. It's pretty ridiculous. So, again, I'm going to keep proving to you guys that this stuff works, and this is the way that you should be operating in the market, and why LTMP is just the best place to come and learn how to operate in the market and to be involved in the market. We're just going to keep doing our thing, guys. Just going to keep doing our thing. So, again, the link's floating around in the live chat. Use code September, 50% off your first month. Lock in the lower rate. You guys will be good to go. Here comes TSM. We're $1 away. Palantir, we're within $1 as well from that first area, but I don't think I'm going to be trimming at 169. Maybe 170. It depends. TSM is getting closer. Here we go. Can HIMS be 1,000%er today? No. No, guys, it's once I'm telling you right now, I feel like people are just not believing me. Like, it's so easy. I can't, just ask anybody in LTMP, tell them how simple and easy this is to nail these big trades, these multi-100% trades, and all of the things I do for you guys. Just tell them how simple this is. What your experience is like. Let's see. Like, once you see it, you can't unsee it. But yeah, HIMS here, if it breaks, I mean, you can take it if you want to. It is valid. TSM's getting close. I'm not going to be trading HIMS again, though. But it is looking good. If you guys held it through, you're good to go. Like, just, like, guys, it's just like, hear it from the people that are doing this all the time with us, that have actually taken that leap forward. Yeah, Ryan made Oracle free in the first 5 minutes of entering trade. Nice. Christopher, it's go back and watch the entering with shares video. That'll help you. Because it's just, it literally is, Christopher, how to enter. It's like, okay, so the level on the watch list, it hits it, you enter. If it breaks, how much? I don't know what you're talking about there, man. Tessie looks good. Everything's looking good here. TSM's looking good. Yeah, we're having a day today. I got 200, Jesus. I'm up 228% on TSM right now with the full position. 229. Bang. 97X. Bang. The future of rock and roll. Oh, look. Oh, look. We're going to Target. We're going to Target, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody tell me how LTMP isn't the best place to come and learn how to operate in the market. Somebody say something silly. You weren't even watching healthcare, but LTMP pointed out UNH, and I made over 1,000% on that trade yesterday. Congratulations, LG, and that's exactly how we do it over there. Amazing work. Amazing work, man. So, I could probably trim a little TSM here if I really wanted to. How much would I get for that? That's pretty good, honestly. I think I'm going to trim a little. It's close enough. Or I'll leave that as my order. If they hit that, they hit that. 230% on an initial scale out would be nasty. Nio Cook short term? Yep. Yep. Off of that dilution news dropping down below the 10 EMA. Yeah, you're cooked on that. I was looking for it for another potential short term setup after I gave you guys the 1,000%. That was another 1,000%er, guys. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That was another 1,000% trade. Nio, $5 breakout. Boom, 1,000%. Thank you. Bing, bing. Boom. I'll be here all week. Like, come on. What are we doing? Who else is doing this? Let's see. Once we pay the subscription to enter the group, is there any support to contact for more info? I mean, you can just ask me. I mean, I feel like this is another thing that people forget, or people don't realize, and I don't know why this is a thing. You guys always tell me, you're like, oh my God, SCV, it's so nice that you're always so active in the group and like helping us out all the time. And I'm like, wait, other people don't do that? Like, but Ellie, so here's kind of what you get in there once you hop in. I'll kind of go through it with you guys here if you want. You get so you're gonna get access to both full-length educational course curriculum videos. The main one is the Swing Kings course, and that one doesn't take you very long to go through. Palantir breaking the highs, nice. Yeah, I should have gotten filled on TSM here. Yep, my TSM is now free. Do I provide one-on-one coaching for options? Okay, so to be quite honest with you, the reason why I don't do one-on-ones is it's a little gray area, and two, in order to pay for my time, it'd be very expensive, and I don't really feel comfortable charging people that amount of money. I don't like to. The only expensive thing that I'm going to do is like it's once a year, and it's the mastermind, that it's the college level education in finance that I wish people had. That's it. But if you're curious about options, there is a full-length video in the Day Trading Mastery course that you can go through that explains to you what options are, how they're priced, how they move, and everything like that. But like I tell you guys all the time, you don't need options to take advantage of these moves here. The risk to reward on the shares trades is always better, but we're getting sidetracked. So Ellie, here's what you get. You get access to both those full-length course curriculum videos. You also get direct access to me all the time in the chats to just answer all of your questions. If it's a question that's answered in the course videos, though, I am going to just be like, just watch the videos. But other questions on setups, say profits, things like that, like I'm always around to help you guys. Then you get the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do. Once you go through the Swing Kings course, those watch lists and the levels that are outlined on it are going to make a lot more sense. You'll be like, oh, I know exactly what I'm looking at now. Then you get the pre-market plans every single day, which is kind of outlining exactly what I'm looking for. Some take profits are always on there, things like that. Then it's daily private live streams. So I go live for you guys at 9:15 every single day until around 10:05, kind of walking you through stuff, the trades that I'm interested in, the trades that we're in, things like that. And then what else? Macro research reports, single stock research reports. Again, it's simple, guys. Keep it simple. It's why we're able to have the results that we do. Like if I really wanted to make more money, off of my social media file, I would do it. I would do one-on-one coaching, but like I just don't, I don't care. Like it's not that I don't care enough. It's just that like it seems sleazy, because here's the thing. To me, it's like you could learn everything that you possibly need to with options by just asking me questions about it or watching the options video in the LTMP group, and the cost to get into LTMP is not significant. So it's like it would feel wrong charging that amount, because it would take me a lot of time to do one-on-ones with everybody, but I bet a lot of you guys would sign up for it. It's not what I need to be doing. Ellie, I like Webull, but you can use Webull, Robinhood, Thinkorswim. You can use anything. The platform is pretty irrelevant as long as it's like U.S. regulated broker and you're not trying to use like these scam brokerages, like overseas unregistered ones. You're fine. But yeah, so thinking about TSM here, the next target on it, I'm gonna use 280. You have zero experience in options. That's fine. So I don't know if we have any of you guys in here. Alfie only trades shares. Caesar only trades shares. I think Eddie trades a little bit of options too, but a lot of people only trade shares, which is, it honestly makes it better too. Like the risk to reward on the shares trades are better with shares than they are with options. Like I think, let me actually take a look at this. I think Caesar sent us something the other day, or yesterday. Where is it? Yeah, so Caesar was up about 45.96% on his UNH trade with just shares. So with a little leverage, I believe there. But it's like everything that you could possibly, like any question that you could possibly have about like options, like, okay, well, if the trade idea actually requires me to like full port it, what do I do? Everything is answered in the course curriculum videos, and you also have me. So no prop firm for that? No. Guys, do you guys realize what would happen? Ellie, do you know what would happen if they let us swing trade the way that we do on a prop firm? They'd maybe be in business for a month. Why do you think that like I tell everybody that like swing trading's a lot easier? It's so much, you're gonna make more money more consistently. Why do you think all these prop firms don't allow you to swing trade the way that we do? Because they know that we would clean them out. It would be over for them instantly. None of these people that you see on the internet actually know what they're doing in terms of like trading in the market. Like I see some of the most popular, like let's say trading at these TikTok kids. They're like, oh, I talked to my financial advisor. I'm like, whoa. You did what now? Why do you have a financial advisor if you're supposed to be a really experienced market participant? That's interesting. Why are you doing that? I could maybe see like tax attorney, trust and estate stuff. Fair. But you're supposed to be a really good market participant. Why are you giving it to somebody else that's probably going to underperform? So you're just admitting that you're not as good as you say you are. You know, it's like, these day trade, I never want to be I know I'm young, so I'm going to get roped in with a lot of these people, but like, I never want to be associated with any of them. None. I have not seen one person out, maybe one or two, that I'm like, I feel like I could actually have a conversation with this person and then not want to gouge my ears out or eyeballs out. They're just schemers, man. They're just schemers. Like, think about how much more money I could make if I sold things in a different way, or I did one-on-ones, or I built my own prop for, like, it's just this whole side of the internet is so bad. I'm focused on making sure that you guys have the tools that you need in order to have long-term success. Obviously, there's a fee for me to put in all this effort for you guys, but it's very fair. At this point, though, the fee is going to keep going up. So lock in the lower rate, get 50% off your first month, and go for it. If not, whatever. I mean, you guys are just going to keep sitting on the sidelines watching me call out the best trades in the market. Holy Oracle, Jesus, it's still going. So Palantir screwing around here a little bit. That's fine. What's the market doing? Oh my, I can't believe they're doing this off of PPI. That's very shocking to me that they are going to sell this off of the very, very soft PPI. Very, very, very shocking. You don't need a prop firm. Like, think about it like this, Ellie. Off of one of the trades that I gave out this week, one of my students turned $437 into over $5,000. Raheem, there you go. Desktop works great. Awesome. Yeah, so most of the time, the only time that I've ever heard of people having problems for joining LTMP is when they try to do it through desktop, but it's a WAP issue. Like, all you have to do is switch, is when they do it on, when they do it on mobile. If you switch to desktop, it's very smooth. But like, Ellie, think about it. Like, if we were doing that on a prop firm and they were giving us money to trade, like, if you took $2,000 and did that, you would have made what? 20? Like, you'd clean them out. Like, the prop firms would, especially if you were like, imagine if we just sent all of the LTMP students at a prop firm that allowed you to swing trade with options. Just imagine. How many of those 1,000% trades would they have to deal with? They would literally have to delta hedge. They'd have to go low. What, they actually couldn't delta hedge. It'd be impossible for them to. Because they're not the ones selling you the position. They'd have to figure out a way to offset the risk by having us on the platform. They would ban us, is what they would do. They would say, no, if you know STV, you can't trade on this prop firm. So, yeah, I'll throw the link in the live chat for you guys again, those of you guys that missed it. Figure it out. Palantir still looking good. We're looking good across the board here. Still at 53% on Palantir, 216% on TSM. Those are free though. I mean, I scaled out over 200%, sold half of it. People will spend hundreds of dollars on use of sup, but won't spend a little money on knowledge. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, do what you got to do, guys. I mean, you guys see it every single day. I'm going to keep calling out multi-hundred and multi-thousand% trades, changing everybody's lives in LTMP. You want to be a part of it? Awesome. Would love to have you. If not, I'm just going to keep victory lapping on you. I'm going to keep being like, haha, you're not in, and we're making money. What else am I going to do? It's fun. It's fun. Just, if you look at my Twitter account or Instagram, I did put the Oracle gains on Instagram today. I had to. It was just so ridiculous. But I'm probably going to do another Instagram and TikTok video about the UNH trade, because the one that I saw yesterday was 400%, but this is $437 into 5,000. I'm making an Instagram video about that. That was an epic trade. So I'm happy we finally hit a really, really solid, almost TP basically, like 264.58. The level was actually 264.89. I'm fine with that. I mean, let the trade go. My next target on TSM here is going to be about a 1 to 5. That's actually a random arbitrary level here. 280 I like on TSM here for the next target. So I'd probably go 280 and then 300 for TSM on the next two targets. So looking good, guys. Looking really, really, really good. Congratulations to everybody that's been in with us. Shout out to those of you guys that are hopping in, that are willing to learn. We're going to get you guys going. Not a big fan of this, though. Like, we talked about this being a risk today in the pre-market and in the private stream. I was like, you know, we had really good PPI data. The market is reacting positively to it right now, but don't expect it to stick. Like, the market's been pretty irrational and a little skittish intraday with a lot of these moves. And we have CPI tomorrow that the market can get a little worried about. I'd be a little bit kind of cautious around these areas. And I mean, again, we nailed TSM. Palantir still looks good. The Oracle post-earnings trade is probably one of the best. Again, it's another good one. Let me see. Is there anything else in community gains? Ho-ho! Welcome, everybody. Oh, wait. All right. Real estate rescue. Okay, dude. You're somehow still joining. I got to look at your tier. Hold on. Let's see. We got a lot of you guys joining right now. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I gotta look at this because I might be able to do something. I'm gonna look at this right now. Okay. If you haven't canceled the other one, bro, I'm gonna removed. You're okay, dude. You're still joining the wrong one. I think. You still haven't done you did disconnect it, but you have to join premium LTMP. If you want to be an LTMP with the actual correct tier, you gotta join premium LTMP. It's just through the link that's right here. It's through the link. All right, hold on. What do we got here? Palantir. Nice. There you go, Adrian. Can't access anything. It's because you're signing up for the wrong tier. You have to have premium. Real estate rescue. When you go to sign up, I'm gonna ask you one question because this is definitely it could be a problem, but I highly doubt it. When you go to sign up, does it say $79 a month premium LTMP? If it doesn't, don't click it. Bought the subscription? Let's do it, Ellie. Let's do it. There are people charging 3 times as much as LTMP and only offer trade alerts with no education on their technical skills on those alerts. Yep, they're scammers. I do way more for a lot less for everybody, which is why the results are the way that they are. Another good week for LTMP. Hit Amazon and Palo Alto for 69. There you go. Pays for itself every week. Nice. Nice. There you go. Real estate rescue. I've said this so many times. Cancel the tier you're on. Click the link in the live chat. If you join premium LTMP, you will have the premium tier and you will jump in. I can't say it any other way. That's like Tesla. Let me see. If it closes at the price now, I don't care what it closes at. I like it above what? 358.40. I like that. Just please listen. Cancel VIX Insights. Join premium LTMP. When you join premium LTMP, the tier that you get sent into on Discord is different. When you do that, you are good. Where should you start? I said start here. There you go. Go watch the videos. That's first step. First things first, guys. Watch the videos. That's going to be the most important thing. So if you have no experience with options and you want to learn, go through the Day Trading Mastery Course options video. That's it. And then go right into Swing Kings. Until you have a good grasp on Swing Kings, you don't really have to go near the Day Trading Mastery Course. You can. The strategies in there are really good. I don't really use them a whole lot though. Like 99% of what I do is swing trading. It's going to be way easier for you to find success. Like it's a lot better for everybody. But yeah, welcome guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did I say I like what the Palantir setting up? This is already, it was like 160, 120 or 163. Those are the two areas. A lot of people take this at 160, 120. That's kind of where I grabbed it. I'm up what on this right now? Probably in the 50s% on this. 56% on Palantir right now. Still up about 200% on TSM. My next target on that one is 280. 280, and I got time. So I'm gonna let this go. See what happens to it. I'd love to be able to make Palantir free at like 172.50. That'd be great. Oh, that'd be phenomenal. Yeah, keep smacking that like. We got a lot of slackers on the like button today. If you guys haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you guys do. Helps me spread these streams out. Helps you guys come back to the streams if you guys like these. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out for you guys today too. That's a goal of mine for today. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. I actually got to start packing. Oh, I told you guys no streams on Monday. I won't be streaming, but I'll be in the Discord with you guys in the morning. I'm traveling again. I'm actually very surprised they're doing this. They're walking this down the way that they are. Very surprised. So we'll see what happens with CPI. I'm not really looking to take any additional positions today. We'll kind of go from there. Great week. 1,000% on UNH. You guys nailed the post earnings on Oracle. Those of you guys that gambled Oracle were up like 3,000%. What else was it? TSM 200%. Palantir still looking good. We had a few more in here. Oh, Palo Alto. Those were free for you guys too. That was a good one. There's too many to count. It really is. There's too many to count. I'm sore too. Yeah. Nothing on Tessie yet, but that actually could be a fun one. Again, though, you got to be careful with FOMC and CPI. Doesn't mean you don't trade. You just got to size things appropriately. You know, you gotta size them appropriately. You get one or two more good days on Palantir, you're gonna be way up here. Next target after 172.50 is, I mean, it's kind of this. The problem is I want to sling it up to like this right here. So I might do this, honestly. So if we hit 172.50 on this soon, and then I can make it free, my next target's going to be 190 on Palantir. Bang. That'd be great. I'd love to see that. Big move on Palantir. That'd be phenomenal. Especially if the market holds on. It's looking really good coming out of this base, so we'll see what we get from there. You know, but hey, maybe it fails. Who knows? Doesn't really matter. Like, again, the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless when every single one has the ability to run multi-hundreds and multi-thousands of percent. That's why everybody's able to have so much success in LTMP. The winners are massive. The losers are really small. That's how it works. Where's Sofi? It's bleeding. Bleeding out there. Didn't work. Oh no. Palantir's strong with this sell-off. If this market snaps back today, I would not be surprised to see Palantir at 190. I remember we had a nasty Oracle trade this time last year. Oh, yeah, this time of year gets fun. Like, that was the 6,000% Oracle last year. And then, I mean, I'm actually surprised that you guys didn't hit it harder. Only position you're in. Calls at 53 when he goes to 48. What do you think the next target on him is? Yeah, Fred, I mean, again, like, I'm not concerned with it. Like, it's not, if it breaks 51.66, maybe I'd be interested in this. The entry that I gave everybody, which might be where you have it off of, 46.24, that's good. The next target I would actually look for on this is like 55. That's what I would look for. Do I know if it's going to get there? No, but that's where I would look to take profits on it. But again, Fred, like it's gonna be, I don't know what your thesis was for the trade. I don't know what your goals are for it. Like again, once you hop into LTMP, you're gonna be able to nail these big trades with us, and you're gonna be fine. If not, I mean, hopefully it works out for you. But the problem is that if you're operating in the market without a repeatable edge, that you know what the results are gonna be like for you over time, then you're really going to continue to struggle. And you're going to have those types of questions where you're like, I don't know what to do here. It's like, well, once you go through the LTMP videos, you're going to be like, oh, I know exactly what to do here, exactly what I'm looking for. And it makes the process of trading so much easier. Is your group for options? Options and shares, and I do have some stuff for futures in there for you guys too. But the share, like I say, like I feel like there's a lot of like taboo around options. It's like, guys, the risk reward on the shares trades is always better. That's why I say everybody can do this, because if you don't want to trade options or you're inexperienced with options and you want to start with shares, you can still make some crazy money, you know? Like think about those big like 1 to 30 risk to reward trades I've outlined for you guys in the last year. That's, you risk 1% on your account, you're up 30. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So TSM moving back up here. But yeah, prices are going up. The price you join at, though, is the price that you're locked in at. It will never go up on you. Get 50% off your first month with code September. Start with options or shares? Options. Shares are just as good, though. And, like, eventually, like, I want to trade more shares. I like it better. Okay, so the reason why you trade options is because you can be in more things, in more setups, with the same levels of risk in your account. And you can also actually predefine the risk, like not theoretically. Like with shares, you can theoretically predefine the risk, but you can still get gapped. With options, if your position size is your risk, that's fine. Like if you want to risk 1% on an option trade, you can put 1% of your account in and you're fine. That trade goes up 1,000%, you're up 10% on your account. Boom, done. If it goes to 0, all right, you lost a what do you call it? 1%. You're not gonna, because of the way that the trades work, which is why you can sometimes size a little bit more aggressively with options. But then you still have to worry about the gap risk, which it's rare. I think in the last 2 years, you guys have probably seen me get gapped twice. Affirm last winter, and then Dollar General, I think, one point this year. Your best trades were in shares? Yeah. Well, think about it. We had ACB was a good one. AEO was, I traded, so you guys were hitting like D-Nut. I know Kimberly hit that for 3,600%. I hit that with shares and it was ridiculously good. AEO was good too. I'm trying to think of the other shares trades. MSOS was a really good one at 324 up to 6. That was really good. There's like so many to count. Like there's too many to count. But you can do it with either. That's the bet. Some of them are going to make more sense for share trades. The only thing that you're never going to do trade shares on is the post-earnings setups. That's it. Because the risk to reward is better. It's the only time where the risk to reward is better with options than it is shares. That's the only time. Other than that, the shares trades are typically going to make a lot more sense. It's just like you got to worry about gap risk. It's just what type of risk do you want to be taking? Do you want to go a little bit more slow and steady? In terms of just the positions that you're in, like you won't be able to take everything. You got to be a little bit more picky, but then be subject to gap risk. But you can also hold for longer. There's no expiration date. Again, it's just trade-offs. Both are good. All trade ideas you share hit take profit? No, that would be crazy. I'd be a bajillionaire. But no, every single one has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of %. That's how it works. But yeah, Ellie, make sure, again, I want everybody to act like Milo or Sammy when they come into the group. It's like, try and forget everything, all the other nonsense that people have tried to shove at you over the years. Just listen and learn the system that I'm teaching you, and you're gonna be able to hit and you're gonna be able to have the performance like all the other people that have done that in the group. Focus on learning, because once you build the skill set, which is not, it could literally click in a day for you, and you're going to be like, oh, I get it now. And then it's off to the races. That happens with a lot of people. They're like, it's that simple? It seems so easy. It's like, yeah, no, it is. That's why everybody that comes in is able to just like all the people come in like the first day or two that after they go through the videos, they're like, The STV, look, I hit a 300% trade. It's like, yep, there you go. That's how it works. TSM back up. Palantir looking pretty good. Good day today. Good day today. IO and Q was another good one. I think I briefly highlighted that one. I think that was one that we like popped up on the charts and I was like, yeah, that looks good. I think the level was what, 43.19? I think I had that at for you guys. So it's at 45. That's a good start to that move. I do remember talking about that one. If you're not in the group, just take a look at Jack's charts. Look at how there's no nonsense indicators and things to overanalyze. It's so simple. Yeah, I have the 10 and 200 and volume that I don't even really use. Like, when you, this is like, so the thing is too, guys, like I've been doing this for a very long period of time. Do I go live daily? So I go live publicly every day at 10:30. Friday, I started at 9:15 because it's public live day. And then every single day for the LTMP group, I'm live at 9:15 a.m. till about 10:05. Then I take a 25-minute break. Then I come on live with you guys here. Yeah, people love to say that volume's a leading indicator. On larger time frames, it's not. Okay, so technically you can look at volume declining as a leading indicator of something to come, but it doesn't actually mean anything because you still have to look at the chart. The problem that I have with a lot of people saying that volume is a leading indicator is that, like, all right, so a lot of the times the breakouts that we'll see will happen in the morning. You're in a group with great call-outs, but your issue is entering. I can tell you right now, and this is going to sound cocky and arrogant, but I will say that my group is many levels above any group out there. Nobody has the results that I do, showcasing them to the students showcasing students' results every single week. I mean, you can even look at the community section on YouTube right here, the posts that I make. I mean, nobody out there is telling you how to turn $437 into $5,000 consistently. It's just not happening. Your issue with entering, though? Yeah, I mean, I will definitely help you out with that. That's even just like learning the setup and then seeing like how you enter them is very simple. Also, so here's the thing, Monkman. This is actually interesting. So you're in a group with great callouts, but your issue is entering. Okay, ready? The reason why you have a problem with entering is because you're in a group that focuses on callouts. Ooh, they aren't ready to talk about that now, are they? You know why? Because you're late every single time. You're like, oh, I wish I got a better entry. It's like, yeah, I teach you how to get the best entry. A lot of the times, guys, like, and I'm not going to be in every trade, but I'm highlighting everything that you see in the market. Like so it's imagine there's like a bunch of needles in a haystack around, and I'm just showing you, here are all the needles. Pick your poison. You know how to execute them. Boom, done. But that's the reason why you're struggling with entering, because you're focused on callouts and you're waiting for somebody else to tell you what to do. I don't do that. You know, once you go through the videos and then you see the watch list, you're entering the same time that I am. Your alert is there. It's set for you on the chart. You get the alert on your phone, your computer, whatever. You know exactly what to do. It's not like, oh, let's wait for STV to alert and say what, because think about it. If I'm entering something, I'm going to focus on me entering it. I'm not going to focus on like writing out a thing that's like, here's the thing. No, I'd rather teach you how to do it so then you're not going to be late all the time and buying contracts where you don't need to be. Let's say that I buy something and it's immediately up 20%. Well, then you're late on the trade and you're buying something that you probably shouldn't. You're chasing it now. I'd rather teach you how to get the exact same entry as me. You guys in the Discord get better entries than I do most of the time. And that is so when you think about like what makes a group like this successful, focusing on things like that is what makes it successful. Yeah, like Rogue said, oftentimes we get better entries than SCV does. Yeah, that's the point. So it's the way that I run the group that enables us to have so much more success than other groups. As I said it before on the stream, it's like disrespectfully to everybody else, but like fuck everybody else. They don't have anything close to what we do. Sorry for my language, but it's just true. But focusing on those things and teaching you guys exactly how to see the market the way that I do and building those skills for you is what is going to enable you to have long-term success, not waiting around for me to say something. You know? Yeah, I think you guys, I always make fun of you guys. I'm like, oh, you guys got better entries than I did this time. like that was rude. That was rude of you guys. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, because then your risk is more, it's not a good way to teach people how to trade. It isn't. You don't learn anything. Because, like, think about it like this. If I just said you could come in and I would alert you to stuff, literally none of you would ever focus on learning. You would just be like, I'm just going to wait for SCV to call out the 1000% trades and use the magic internet man for money. You would never focus on learning because you wouldn't have to. But I like to teach you guys exactly how to see it because it makes it easier for you. You screw things up less. That's why you don't see these massive blow-ups in the group. It's like, because you guys all know what you're looking for, what to do and what not to do. Unless you're Wayne. We've seen Wayne for like, what, 5 years? I don't even think Wayne comes up. Do I have a particular time that you trade? I only trade for the first hour. So this is another interesting thing, Monkman. It's like, no, I don't. And two, I'm not going to say it this way. Never mind. I'll refrain. No, but you should not look at the market in terms of like, oh, I only trade this time. It's not how you should be looking at it. It's like a very flawed, logical way. It's like, I only trade the first hour of the day. It's like, why? It's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, what is so important at the first hour of the day? You want to take advantage of volatility? Okay, sure. But like, we're looking at daily and weekly time frames anyway, so it doesn't matter when it happens throughout the day. Obviously, you don't want to be buying like directly before market close. And I don't really like buying like immediately after market open, but that's just like I was going to say something a little rude, but it's not useful to us right now because it wasn't a bad comment. That was actually a good comment. But no, it's whenever the alert happens, you're good to go. As long as the market is giving us the green light or even sometimes a yellow light, we're good to go. Yeah, you trade when it hits the setup. Again, your only job in the market, guys, is to be a steward of your system. Your only job is execution. And I think I posted this video on TikTok yesterday where it was like the biggest idiots, well, there's a lot of big idiots in the trading space, but the biggest idiots, maybe not the biggest idiots, but pretty big idiots in the trading space are the ones that focus so much on psychology and risk management. Because there's only one thing that actually matters in the market, and it's your system, and it's if you actually have an edge or not. My edge is my setup combined with my knowledge and experience in the market over the long run. That's what it is. You can't just put a cookie cutter setup onto the chart and hope to make money all the time. It's not going to work. But thinking about systems, okay, so you have a system that's proven to work. All right, well, the system's going to tell you what to risk. Check. Risk management, you're good. Think about trading psychology. Well, what are the typical mistakes that people are going to make? Like psychological mistakes. They're going to overtrade. They're going to chase things. They're going to take setups that aren't there. They're going to do all sorts of nonsense. But the problem is that the solution to that is if you know, again, your system. That's what's important. Actually having an edge. If you know your system really well, you also know what it's probably going to generate you over a period of time. So then the thought of doing anything else in the market would make you feel sick. So then logically, it wouldn't make sense to then make all of those, let's say, psychological mistakes anyway. So you wouldn't make them. Strategy and systems takes care of everything else. And that's why I teach the way that I do. Because in order for you to have success, you have to understand it. The setup, the why behind what we're doing. When you get that, which really doesn't take you very long, it could take you an hour of going through the course videos and you're like, oh, I get it. Which happens with a lot of people. So, all right, guys, we went a couple minutes over today. We are going to be wrapping up the stream here. Again, I'm going to throw the link to LTMP for you guys to hop in the live chat right there. Remember, prices are going to continuously go up. The price you join at, though, is the price that you lock in. It'll never go up on you. Use code September. You will also get 50% off your first month. I mean, at this point, after all the crazy gains that I've shown you guys today, this week, last week, the week before that, the week before that, I just keep doing them. I keep telling you guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm just going to keep showing up here every single day and showing you the most insane results from their students. And again, that's why I say it's the best. I keep proving to you guys it's the best. If you guys want to come in there, learn these skills, and actually start changing your trading performance and acting like a professional in the market, we'd love to have you. If not, I'm going to keep victory lapping in front of you guys every single day. Hopefully it doesn't make you feel too bad, because I'm going to try to make it feel bad. Like, it's really, really, really powerful what this stuff is. I think you guys have seen it. Don't miss. I mean, again, every single month prices are going to be going up. You're going to give it a shot. Monkman, we'd love to have you, buddy. First things first, again, connect your WAP account to your Discord account. There's 3 things. Connect your Discord account to your WAP account. That'll let you right in. Second thing, go through the learning curriculum videos. When you hop into the Discord, I'll direct you to the start here area. And the third thing is, you're going to get a bunch of follow requests and messages from people that look like they're me on Discord. Don't answer them. Don't talk to them. It's not me. I will never use Discord DMs, even if you tell me in market chat or market, whatever it's called, that you've messaged me on Discord. If you need to privately message me for some reason, Twitter or Instagram, or just ask me in market chat. There's too many scam accounts out there that just look like me, and I don't want any of you guys getting scammed. So, all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out for you guys later. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I got some packing I got to do. I got some laundry I got to do. I got all sorts of stuff I got to do. But amazing day. Another amazing day. TSM, great move. Palantir looking good. Yeah, that's really it. So, folks, I'll see you guys later. See you in LTMP. Peace.